If anybody has any prayer requests, put it in the comment section. I'll pray over it. I also ask that everybody pray for Israel. They are facing difficult time as the Palestinians are at war with them. And I want to make it clear, Israel belongs to the Jews, not to the Palestinians. Anyways, this message is titled, What is Halloween and what does the Bible say about it? Deuteronomy chapter 18. Starting at verse 9. When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of these nations. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto me, unto the Lord, and because these abominations the Lord thy God does drive them out from before thee. Okay, what is Halloween? It originated when a group of people known as the Druids would go from door to door, and they would demand certain foods. And if the foods was not given to them, they would either vandalize their house or curse their families. They was known for offering animal sacrifices and even human sacrifices to demons. Leviticus chapter 19. Which that's where the phrase trick or treat come from, was they would either get a treat or they'd do a trick. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 31. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God. Okay, 1 Corinthians. Chapter 10. verse 21. You cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. You cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils. Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Third John chapter 1, verse 11. Beloved, follow not that which is evil, but that which is good. He that doeth good is of God, but he that doeth evil has not seen God. The English Standard Version puts it, Beloved, do not imitate evil, but imitate good. Whoever does good is from God, and whoever does evil has not seen God. Now think about that. When people dress as wizards, witches, devils, goblins, stuff like that, they're imitating evil. And the Bible says not to imitate evil. Now there are some who may say, well, you're taking the fun away from kids. Not necessarily. I'm aware of it. That we must keep kids interested in the faith or the world will take them. And there are ways that it can still be fun for kids without having the evil that's in it. For instance, the candy part can stay in there. Just remove the trick or treat phrase. There are many costumes that does not involve evil. They could use them instead of the evil costumes that they've got out there. Like when they're carving pumpkins. Rather than do the normal pumpkin carving, they can carve crosses, Bible verses, angels, stuff like that on the pumpkin. And the kids can still have their fun without imitating evil. If it be the good Lord's will, I'll be back on here Monday evening.